Elysium. The name itself echoed with an untamed allure. It was a mountain shrouded in myth and legend, its peak piercing the sky like a jagged tooth. Locals spoke of its unforgiving slopes, of treacherous ice falls and sudden storms that could swallow a man whole. Yet for seasoned climbers, Elysium presented an irresistible challenge. A siren song for those who yearned to test their limits against nature's raw power. Elysium stood as a sentinel, guarding secrets whispered on the wind. Its slopes were a tapestry of emerald forests where sunlight filtered through ancient trees, casting long shadows on the forest floor. Above the tree line, the mountain revealed its harsher face. Glaciers clung to its flanks, their blue ice glinting in the sun. Jagged ridges carved by centuries of wind and ice stretched towards the summit, daring anyone to attempt their ascent. The air grew thin as one climbed higher, the silence broken only by the cry of a hawk circling overhead. Elysium demanded respect, a deep understanding of its capricious nature. It tested the limits of human endurance, pushing climbers to the brink, both physically and mentally. Yet, for those who dared to venture into its embrace, Elysium offered a glimpse of a world untouched by human hands, a realm of raw beauty and unforgiving grandeur. This was the challenge that awaited a team of 5 intrepid souls, each drawn to Elysium for their own reasons. They were a diverse group, their skills and experiences as varied as the landscapes they were about to encounter. But they shared a common goal: to conquer Elysium, to stand on its summit and touch the sky. Leading the expedition was Daniel, a seasoned climber with the steely gaze of a man who had stared down death more than once. His experience in the Himalayas, Andes, and Alaska had forged in him an unyielding determination and a deep respect for the mountains. He possessed an almost intuitive understanding of the forces at play on such unforgiving peaks, a sixth sense that had saved him and his team countless times before. Sarah, the botanist, approached Elysium with a different kind of reverence. For her, the mountain was a living library, its slopes teeming with rare and exotic flora. Her eyes, the color of moss, sparkled with an insatiable curiosity as she envisioned the botanical treasures waiting to be discovered. She saw Elysium as a sanctuary, a place where nature's secrets whispered in the rustling leaves and bloomed in vibrant colors. Mark, the survivalist, was a man of few words, his weathered face a testament to a life spent in the wild. He moved with the quiet grace of a predator, his senses keenly attuned to every rustle in the undergrowth, every shift in the wind. He carried with him an arsenal of skills, honed over years of navigating the wilderness. He was the team's anchor, their lifeline in the face of unforeseen challenges. Adding a touch of unexpected harmony to the team was Alex, the musician. His guitar, a constant companion, seemed an extension of his soul, its melodies echoing the emotions that words failed to express. In the stillness of the mountains, his music became a source of solace, a reminder of the beauty that existed even in the harshest environments. Completing the team was Maya, the spiritual guide. Her serene presence had a calming effect on the group, her wisdom rooted in ancient traditions that spoke of the interconnectedness of all things. She saw Elysium not just as a physical challenge, but as a spiritual journey, a quest for self-discovery in the face of nature's grandeur. The journey began at the foot of Elysium, where the air hung heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth. The team gathered, their backpacks laden with supplies, their eyes fixed on the peak that loomed above them. Excitement mingled with apprehension as they took their first steps into the embrace of the wilderness. The trail wound its way through dense forest, sunlight filtering through the canopy in dappled patterns. The air was alive with the sounds of nature, the chirping of insects, the rustling of leaves, the distant call of a bird. The climbers moved with a practiced rhythm, their boots crunching on the forest floor. They spoke in hushed tones, their voices respectful of the stillness that enveloped them. As they ascended, the trees began to thin, revealing glimpses of the towering peaks that lay ahead. The air grew cooler, the scent of pine giving way to the crisp aroma of mountain air. They crossed a rushing stream, its icy water a stark reminder of the challenges that lay ahead. With each step, they ventured deeper into the heart of Elysium, leaving behind the familiar world and entering a realm of untamed beauty. Sarah, the botanist, trailed behind the group, her gaze constantly scanning the undergrowth. Her trained eyes spotted wonders that others missed.
Tiny alpine flowers, their petals painted in hues of sapphire and ruby, peeked out from beneath rocks. Delicate ferns unfurled their fronds in damp crevices.
Elysium was a botanical treasure trove, a living testament to the resilience of life in the face of harsh conditions. Sarah paused, her fingers gently tracing the velvety petals of a rare orchid, its delicate fragrance filling the air. Her notebook was filled with sketches and observations, a testament to the biodiversity flourishing on the mountain slopes. For Sarah, Elysium was more than a climb. It was a pilgrimage into a world of natural wonders. The higher they climbed, the more sparse the vegetation became. Yet, even amidst the rocky terrain, life found a way. Hardy alpine plants clung to the slopes, their roots anchoring them against the wind. Sarah marveled at their tenacity, their ability to thrive in such extreme conditions. They were a testament to the enduring power of nature, a reminder that beauty could be found even in the most unexpected places. The tranquility of the climb was shattered in an instant. A thunderous roar echoed through the mountains, the ground trembling beneath their feet. High above, a section of the ice field had given way, sending a torrent of snow and ice cascading down the slopes. The avalanche, a white wave of destruction, roared towards them with terrifying speed.
"Take cover!"
Alex yelled, pushing the team towards a rocky outcrop. They scrambled for safety, the air thick with snow and the deafening roar of the avalanche. The world became a blinding white chaos, the force of the snow slamming into them, threatening to bury them alive. They huddled together, their bodies pressed against the rock, the wind screaming past them. The air was filled with the taste of snow, and the chilling realization of their vulnerability in the face of nature's fury. As quickly as it began, the avalanche subsided, the world falling into an eerie silence. They emerged from their shelter, shaken but alive, their faces pale with the adrenaline that coursed through their veins. The avalanche had altered the landscape, obliterating the trail they had been following. The path ahead was now a treacherous labyrinth of ice and debris. It was Liam, the survivalist, who stepped forward, his eyes scanning the terrain with a practiced eye. He moved with a quiet confidence, his every step measured, his senses alert to the dangers that lurked beneath the snow. With a few deft movements, he tested the stability of the snowpack, his instincts honed from years of navigating the wilderness. He pointed out hidden crevasses, their depths concealed beneath a deceptively smooth layer of snow. He guided the team through the treacherous terrain, his knowledge of mountain lore proving invaluable. They moved slowly, cautiously, their trust in Liam's expertise absolute. He was their compass in this frozen wilderness, his presence a reassuring anchor in the face of uncertainty. The air was thin, the cold biting at their exposed skin. Yet they pressed on, their determination fueled by the knowledge that their survival rested on their teamwork and their faith in the man who led the way. As twilight painted the snow-covered peaks in hues of rose and violet, a sense of weariness settled over the team. The day's events had taken their toll, the adrenaline replaced by a bone-deep exhaustion. They huddled around a small fire, the flames licking at the edges of the darkness, their faces illuminated by the flickering light.
His fingers, numbed by the cold, danced across the strings, coaxing out a melody that seemed to rise from the heart of the mountains. The music, a blend of folk tunes and haunting improvisations, filled the air, its notes echoing the emotions that words could not express. It was a balm to their weary souls, a reminder of the beauty that surrounded them, even in the face of hardship. It spoke of resilience, of hope, of the enduring power of the human spirit.
As the last notes faded into the stillness of the mountain night, a sense of peace settled over the group. The music had woven a bond between them, a shared experience that transcended the physical challenges they faced. Maya, the spiritual guide, observed the team with a serene smile. She saw in their faces not just the physical strain of the climb, but a deeper transformation taking place.
Elysium was testing them, pushing them to their limits, but it was also revealing their inner strengths. Each challenge they overcame peeled away a layer of ego, revealing the raw essence of their beings. I spoke of the mountains as sacred spaces, places where the veil between the physical and spiritual realms thinned. I encouraged the team to see their journey not merely as a conquest of the peak, but as an inward journey, a quest for self-discovery. I reminded them that the true summit was not a place, but a state of being, a place of inner peace and understanding.
Her words resonated with the team. They began to see the mountain with new eyes, appreciating its beauty not just for its physical grandeur, but for its power to inspire introspection and self-reflection. The climb became a metaphor for life itself, a journey filled with challenges and triumphs, a path leading towards a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. The final ascent was a grueling test of endurance. The air was thin, each breath a labored effort. The wind howled around them, biting at their exposed skin. Yet they pressed on, their movements slow and deliberate, their eyes fixed on the summit that beckoned above. They moved as one, a team bound by shared hardship and a common goal. They supported each other, sharing the weight of their packs, offering words of encouragement when spirits flagged. They had become more than a team, they had become a family, forged in the crucible of the mountain. Finally, they reached the summit. The world stretched out before them, a panorama of snow-capped peaks and valleys bathed in golden light. A sense of exhilaration washed over them, a feeling of triumph, hard-earned and deeply satisfying. They had conquered Elysium, not just as individuals, but as a team. As they stood on the summit, bathed in the golden light of dawn, a profound silence descended upon them. The wind whispered through the peaks, carrying with it the echoes of their journey. Elysium had tested them, pushed them to their limits, but it had also rewarded them with a glimpse of something rare and precious. They had discovered the true meaning of teamwork, the power of shared hardship to forge unbreakable bonds. They had found solace in the wilderness, a sense of peace that transcended the anxieties of the everyday world. They had tasted the thrill of victory, the sweet reward of pushing beyond their perceived limits. But most importantly, they had glimpsed the raw majesty of nature, its power to inspire awe and humility in equal measure. As they descended, they carried with them more than just memories. They carried a newfound respect for the mountains, a deeper understanding of themselves, and a profound appreciation for the mysteries that lay at the heart of the wild. The echo of Elysium would remain with them long after they returned to the world below, a constant reminder of the transformative power of nature.